Happy Sunday, everyone. Time for another episode of the Sunday Sales Chat. And before we begin, I just wanted to give a massive shout out to everyone who attended the National Achievers Congress in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane or Auckland. Well done to you for investing in yourself. I sure get a lot out of those events. Even if I've heard the information before, it just helps me to get a little bit more motivated and put the things that I know into action. So well done if you attended. Today's episode of the Sunday Sales Chat, I just wanted to have a little chat about customers, bringing customers into your ecosystem and why every single customer that you speak to should be a customer for life, regardless of whether they buy from you today. And I came up with the idea with this Sunday Sales Chat when I was speaking with my personal assistant during the week, and we were making calls. We were cold calling a database of leads. And my assistant asked me a really cool question. She said, if it doesn't seem like these guys have an interest in purchasing right away, what should be the aim in these calls? And I said, that's an awesome question. And I'll get back to that in just a sec. I just wanted to show you guys one of my favorite houses. Does this not look like the most peaceful home to live in? Must have something to do with the curved walls and the clean lines, but to me that looks like it would be the most peaceful home ever to live in. So anyway, back to the chat with my personal assistant. She said, what's the purpose of these calls if it doesn't look like they're going to buy right away? And I said, they are interested in buying, right? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, they potentially will buy one day, right? And she said, yeah. And she said, but some of them aren't finance qualified. Some of them don't have deposits. Some of them just aren't ready. And I said, great. I said, then they're our customer if we can refer them to a finance broker. They're our customer if we can refer them to a real estate agent that needs to sell their home. I said, they're our customer if we can give them advice on how to buy an established property if they're not looking to buy new anymore. I said, they're our customer if we can help them or share any part of our knowledge with them in any way. They're our customer. And she said, well, how do you mean? I said, because at some stage, the law of reciprocity would state that they may come back to me for something because I've been a trusted advisor to them at this stage, because I've offered them something without the need to get anything in return. I've offered them something and I've attempted to keep them in our ecosystem. So if we can help them, if we can give them a piece of advice, anything along this journey, then they're our customer and they should be our customer for life, and we should be nurturing those customers. And sure, that doesn't mean call them every week if they're not ready to buy, because you're a salesperson and you need to make the calls that are going to generate the sales, otherwise you're going to be out of a job. But there should definitely be a system, there should definitely be an ecosystem in place to nurture those customers along the journey, because at some stage when your paths meet again, they're going to remember that little bit of advice that you gave them. So I said, every single customer you speak to, every single customer that you talk to, if they've got a need, if they've got a question that needs answering, if they've got something that they need help with that you think I can add value with, schedule a call. Let me give them a call. And she said, wow, that's an interesting way to look at it. And so I just wanted to put that out there and see, what do you guys do to keep customers in your ecosystem for life? Do you attempt to keep customers in your ecosystem for life, or are you one of those sales consultants that just calls those hot leads? And there's no issues with that. I know a lot of sales consultants out there that make a ton of money filtering out the good leads from the bad leads and just going after those good leads with tenacity, and they make a ton of money. So there's no issues with that, no judgment if that's what you do. But interested to see how you guys deal with cold, warm, hot leads, and if you guys have systems in place to nurture those customers throughout the life cycle of buying and selling land or referring products or whatever it may be, whatever industry you're in. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks, guys.